We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's north versus south in the state of California, and we're underway between the Niners and Chargers.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Let's go now.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Henley.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play action. It's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
3rd and 12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors.
McLeod to return it.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Returnable here for Davis. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. This is a counter play. Eckler shedding through the defense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's Eckler again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert on first down now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
Ready, go, 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 go. Hey, OP.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert going to change the look.
From the 17, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing on second and long.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Purdy on fourth down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire. The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's the backup Darnold. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A.
Isaiah Spiller.
47 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hand. Spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Out of the gun, a give to Spiller.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give to Spiller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Now they'll change things up.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run by Spiller.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Spiller on second down.
Shoves him aside. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this.